Now, what challenges could you see for people who are living in cities who have a need to create an urban eco village? Would there be specific challenges that you could address?
Yeah, they have both challenges and advantages. They have some things that are unique in the way of, like I often say when people ask me here, do you have to deal with building codes when you put in a new building, like a straw bale building, or do you have to worry about that when you're wiring for solar power? And I say we're in an area of low bureaucratic density here, meaning that we only have two possible inspections. One is if we build a building and we want to attach it to the grid, then we have to have an electrical inspection. And the other one is if we build a flush toilet and we want to have a septic system, then we have to have an inspection come in for the construction of that. Those are the only two. We don't have building codes here. It's a very rural area. So we can build domes, we can build straw bale, we can build cob, we can build any number of wild, crazy bamboo and lath structures. So what we've been doing is to look at how does that compare in other places, and we find that it's not always easy, particularly in urban areas where they have a lot of building restrictions, a lot of codes. And for them to deal with natural building is actually quite difficult. They can do garden structures, they can do this and they can do that, particularly in Germany, England, places where they're really rough codes, Switzerland. Very difficult to build things. But you can find ways to build at the margins and the peripheries. So natural building is not something that we emphasize in an urban context. But urban eco-villages can be very permacultural. You can look at growing lots of food in an urban setting. You can look at rooftop gardens. You can look at window box gardens and add-on greenhouses and things like that. Lots of ways to add space and to create food, to treat wastes, to deal with transportation like bicycle kitchens and alternative forms of electric pedal power and so on. So there's lots of opportunities in the urban environment, and we see some really good examples of urban eco-villages elsewhere.